Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another Transformers video review. This time I'm doing yet another Decepticon that kind of has a little bit of an unfortunate name. We're going to be taking a look at the Scout class Lugnutz figure. So this is the Hasbro release of Lugnutz. I do not remember what his Takara's release name was, but the key difference between the two, and this could be a make or break for the selling factor, is the gold paint on the flames. The Hasbro release uses gold, whereas the Takara release uses a bright yellowish orange color to offset it. I do like the Hasbro gold better. So, now that's out of the way. Go ahead and take a look at this motorcycle figure. It is a chopper, kind of like a Harley Davidson kind of thing. Very nice, very cool vehicle mode. We don't see very many motorcycles that take shape like this, so it is pretty cool to see in this form. Now he does have a tendency of leaning on one side, even though he does have this piece here, which is supposed to act as his kickstand as well, but he leans towards the other side, but that's fine. He still stays up in motorcycle mode. He does roll. He's not going to roll on his own very well because he's a motorcycle and he's going to tip over if you let go. Other than that, the other big difference is that this is just completely blank on the Takara release, whereas the Hasbro one, they painted it white and added a Decepticon symbol to make it look like an actual license plate. So, nothing really else that he can do in this mode except for the gimmick. The Cyber Key gimmick is here. One of these, I do like the way this is because it works, like it plugs in here, but it doesn't get used on this side, on this chunk of vehicle mode. So you plug that in, and then this mortar launcher comes up off the side of the other saddlebag. So that is pretty cool how that works. Nothing really else to say about him in vehicle mode. We can go ahead and compare him next to Siege Prowl, because again, I'm looking at a modern day deluxe with a vintage Scout class from 15 years ago, and you can see that they are pretty much the same size in vehicle mode. Like, this is deluxe class vehicle mode for today. So we're going to go ahead and get him transformed now. Start off, remove this piece. We'll set that off to the side for later. And if I can remember how to do it. This one's got a weird transformation, so it is a little bit difficult to remember how to do, but... So, come here and split these parts apart and fold this down. Then get these rotated around. These are going to form the legs, so straighten them out and then fold down the foot, and then rotate this up, and this is going to form a backpack. And now we're going to take the front wheel and split it. And at the same time, we're going to take these pieces and swing them forward, and then straighten them out. And these are going to form the arms, and then rotate them around, and then just rotate these however you prefer. Get them out of the way. Fold the backpack up now and pop the head out. And then on the seat on the back here on the backpack, there's these two little notches. They're going to fit into these little bumps right behind his head. So there's that. And then when that's all said and done, there we have Lugnutz in robot mode, which a little bit difficult to stand. Go ahead and take the this piece that we got rid of a little bit ago, and that actually is going to peg in his hand and form his rifle. So there's that. Now, let's get a look at that head sculpt here. Zoom in, too far. There we go. So as you can see, a pretty decent head sculpt. It is a little bit marred by the shadowing going on around it. It does kind of sit in there pretty well recessed underneath that gas cap, so it does make it a little bit difficult to see, but otherwise a pretty decent head sculpt. There's not really much other details to showcase off in this mode that weren't shown in the vehicle mode. He does just kind of look like a wrecked motorcycle a little bit. So posability wise, head does not really do anything for posability. Shoulders are on a ball joint, a little bit hindered by the backpack, but you can get a pretty decent range of movement out of them. And then double jointed elbow. Which does get hindered if you have the rifle in his hand. No waist articulation. Hips are on a ball joint. They can bend back that far and forward that far and out that far, so pretty good range of movement there. And then about 90-degree bend in the knee. And then you can fold the toe up, but that would probably not help with transformation that much. So yeah, there is Lugnutz in his robot mode. Not much to talk about here, just the little guy. The Cyber Planet key gimmick does still work in this mode too. So he's got that going. Now for size comparison, this is where a lot of the he's weird with his size comparison, because he expands out but he also condenses down. So here he is next to the Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime, who is quite a bit taller than him now. Which, if we were to look at Prowl and robot or in vehicle mode, that's about the same size when he was before. Now, since he joined Starscream's team on Earth, I'll go ahead and display him with Starscream first as a size comparison here. So there's that. And then here he is with Megatron. Just back there. So yeah, Lugnutz is kind of a small guy, but honestly, a pretty decent figure and very inexpensive in the aftermarket. So if you are looking for Lugnutz to add to the collection, I do highly suggest that you find him for a pretty good price and pick him up. Nice little toy to mess around with, a cute little desk toy even. So just something to take out, mess around with when you're every once in a while. Not that much to really talk about. Anyways, this has been Retro Reviews. I hope you guys liked this video review, and I will see you next time. Bye.